Ridge Road then, Ridge County against Bristol City in the EFL Season 2. Referee gets us underway. And check the pace of this game out. Bristol City get the ball and straight away come down and score. Just couldn't catch him for pace at all. Won the ball. One pass. He takes the ball and he just skipped past my defenders there like they weren't there. Pace that he went past them. And I can tell you now, there's some footage in between this that I cut out, and the ball was pinging around at such a speed. This game was insanely fast, and Bristol City, I have no idea what their players were on, but I'm telling you something, they were supercharged. This game was really intense. Effort coming in, and we were really, it was like a real shock to the system. We kicked off the match and wow, the intensity just hit us. You can see there from Bristol City's possession. Second half, and I'm fearing the worst at this point. This could be a long day at the office, you know, with the intensity of this match. So I just had to just run at them. You know, if you got the ball, you couldn't, there was hardly any time for us to pass it or anything. Bristol City will pounce on and everything, so get the ball with Vucetic, drive at them. And then from the resulting corner, Kovacevic is starting to score a few. I've been putting these highlights together, and I tell you something, he's a threat from corners. You know, whether it's Arcas delivering them or Castledine delivering them, Kovacevic is a threat from corners, and he scores another. Castledine's got a sweet left foot. So it finishes 1-1, and I tell you something now, I was relieved to get a point from that. That match was like a tornado, a hurricane. It was all of it combined. Eye of the storm that was. Kovacevic took the man of the match there. Binary codes, and then Millwall win 2-0 down at the bottom against Fulham. And over the page, 2-0 wins for Preston and Norwich, and Derby win 3-0. Match against Leeds then. And going from the high octane intensity that was the Bristol City game to this one, where there was space to play and knock the ball about. I mean, you can see there, you know, both sides, I've said this before in matches against Leeds, both sides have the space to knock the ball about. It doesn't mean that Leeds can't be very, very intense, as you'll see later on in this match, but it does mean that it's a very different vibe and feel to kind of real in your face, you know, intensity. Shot coming in there, see it on the replay as the ball comes in, catches it on the volley, but high, wide and handsome, or high, wide and not so handsome, depending on your point of view. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. 0-0 going into half time. Leeds dominating possession there. get into the action. Leeds on the attack, holding the ball up under pressure, keeping it. Shot comes in, deflection. A robbers, side netting. Spraying it wide, ball in, and a volley. Or a shot anyway. Keeper did well, got down very well. Leeds break again after dispossessing. Square ball and wide, 0-0. So 1-1 against Bristol City, a 0-0 against Leeds, and you saw the stats for Leeds there, just dominating the game really. Two very, very different types of games. 3-0 winners Barnsley against Bristol City, Reading win 3-1 against Brentford, Wigan win 3-1 against Millwall. There's goals in their games. Preston win 3-1 against Blackburn. West Brom and Norwich 2-0 winners. Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday share 4 goals. And Birmingham win 3-1. And we play Swansea next at Ridge Road. So after 2 draws, hopefully we can take 3 points. Sun is shining. Hopefully the footballing sun will shine on us today. But this is not looking good, and I've left this in for a reason, because it's another game where the opposition won't do anything at all. Konami, please can you sort out the counter-attack tactic, because it's breaking your game, right? You know, I know you've got an edit function, but really it's a laborious, painstaking process for every single player who buys a copy of your game to go into the edit, test things out and change them. I mean, like, a counter-attacking tactic is a legitimate tactic to use in football, but it breaks your game. Just fix it, you know? Just fix it. So 0-0 at half time, and in these type of games where it's attack versus defence, because that is essentially what it is, because of this broken counter-attack tactic. I just can't stand losing, and I've said that before, but you really feel like you've been done over a good one if you lose a match like that, because of how the game plays and how the stat boosting and, you know, the blatant cheating works when it's in that mode. And it does. And all it takes is for developers to be given backing by publishers, to be given the finances, the time and the tools to be able to sort that stuff out and make it work properly. You know, if it's a lack of funding that's done it, if it's down to developers' skill and their knowledge and know-how, that's one thing. But I seriously doubt it after all these years. It's a copy and paste from PES to PES, and it needs fixing properly. The counter-attack tactic breaks PES. End of story. Good ball in, and what a header and finish that is. So rant from me about that, because it really does need mentioning every time I see it. But that is a great ball in and a great header. Ollie Tarrant checks back, gets it on his other foot, whips it into the near post, and what a header that is, what a finish. His left foot, get in, great finish, Goya. Sanchez winning the ball, Giving it to Sanu. Chips it up. Goyos is on this. Keeper almost came, and then that little bit made me select the chip because I then believed that the keeper was going to rush me. Oh dear, that's a wrong choice. I should have slid it past him. But, you know, when you think the keeper's going to come, you elect the chip. And then he didn't. Good ball, Goyos, left foot. What a good save that is. Goyos really got behind that, really gave that some voltage, but the keeper was equal to it, and there it is. We didn't lose that game, which is good. And we did get 3 points, so 5 points from a possible 9, and that's alright, you know. For us, for a team like us, that's alright. Goyos takes man of the match. Brentford beat Bristol City 2-0, Burnley beat Reading 2-0, QPR beat Huddersfield 3-0, Millwall and Southampton share 4 goals. Cardiff and Wigan share 4 goals, West Brom beat Norwich 2-0, Sheffield Wednesday beat Charlton 3-0 and Derby beat Birmingham 3-1. Right, little bit of info on Arcas now. He has learned how to play centre midfield properly, and that is better for our teamwork, and obviously better for him as an individual. So win-win. And just while it's on there, you can have a look at that. But the general sort of players' abilities are getting better, and obviously you can see the teamwork stat at 90 with that selection of players in the top right. So another little cutscene. Just basically, yeah, we're doing all right and stuff for our goals. See you soon.